Yo, what is going on, guys? Today I've got you a different type of video on the channel. Today we're going to be going over the top 5 scariest places in the world. If you guys don't mind me doing like different types of content on the channel, not just to do with Call of Duty, although I may have gameplay in the background for some top 5s or top 10s or trends that I may want to cover on the channel that I may find interesting because I spend a lot of time on the internet. And overall, I generally like playing Call of Duty, but I know it doesn't do as well on YouTube as it used to, and I know a lot of people may not like watching it as much as they used to, so I hope you all enjoy today's top 5. If you do enjoy it, make sure you slap a like in the video down below. Without any further ado, number 5. The Myrtles Plantation. The Myrtles Plantation is a ghostly inhabitant. Some people rumour about it, but the fact is that it was built onto a burial ground, and the people claim since that time it became a deadly point. The ghosts kill children and ladies vanish. The visitors claim that they have witnessed a long-haired woman wandering into the streets during the dark night staying at this place, the Myrtles Plantation. This woman's body sometimes is seen hanging from high trees, while sometimes she gets alive as a normal human being. The facts had been unknown, and this place has been closed for the visitors for a few years due to continuous numbers of complaints by visitors, residents, and also people living in the nearby areas. People often, when visiting this place, actually run out instantly due to the paranormal activity spooking them, or stories they've heard, or generally they may have seen something that might have, made them not want to stay the night or in there for another few seconds. So it's definitely a place where you guys don't want to be visiting or don't want to be going anywhere near, to be honest. I'll let you guys research further information, as there are documentaries on YouTube about this place. In America, the Myrtles Plantation said to be the most haunted house in the whole of America. Number 4. Helltown. Helltown is situated in the northern Summit Country, Ohio. It came into being in the 70s and was a prominent site of buyout. The houses of those days were torn down and it took form of an amusement park. The dark wooden landscape of Helltown is scary because the people's souls whose houses were torn down wander in the town. According to the ghost storytellers, the Helltown is not a fit point for the tourists. There is only room for ghost hunters to go there and explore the hidden secrets of the Helltown. A few of the ghost hunters have lost their lives during their stay at the Helltown. This is why even the professional and experienced haunters hesitate to even go there themselves. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if I have something go wrong in the household, I usually hire a professional with the profession of doing that job repeatedly and knowing what he's doing. However, if that can't be the case with Helltown, then I think we should just leave it to the undead. Let them have it, it's their place to stay, and it looks like we're never really going to be going back there if the professionals can't handle it, let alone the tourists can't. Number 3. The Island of the Dolls. The Island of the Dolls, situated in Xochimilco, Mexico, is a forest where you wouldn't really want to go if you have a phobia of dolls. As you guys can see from the images on your screen, there is an infested doll forest, and the motives behind this was there was actually a little girl that was witnessed drowning by a man on a nearby island, and basically he saw her body and he couldn't get to her in time, and he saw her in a canal drowning and she died and her dead body was there. Later on an island nearby where he lived, a little doll floated up, and this was kind of a mental torture distribute towards her death and always reminded him of it. So basically the motive behind the Island of the Dolls is they're all offerings to the little girl to keep her spirit at peace on the island, or just contain it on the island, as he's guilt tripped in order to do this and collect dolls throughout an entire island. Must have cost him an absolute bomb, but yet again, I don't really think it's a place for the weak-hearted or for anybody with doll phobias, I guess. So that's right, in the number 3 spot, the Island of the Dolls. Not somewhere I'd personally want to go because, I mean, it's not even like they're pleasant looking dolls. I get the fact that they may have been there for a long time, but it could at least, if he's had the time to hang them all up, give them a spruce up now and again with a cloth and a bit of soap or water. So that's right, the number 3 spot, not for the faint-hearted, the Island of the Dolls. Number 2. Shades of Death Road. Shades of Death Road is situated in New Jersey, USA, and is expanded in about 7 miles of the countryside. There have been 3 brutal events that have happened along this road. One was a robbery that went bad. The second and third were murders. The second murder was a woman who killed her husband and buried him somewhere near the road. The third murder was a middle-aged man who was shot and buried, and this crime was never solved. These happenings were around the time of the 1920s and the 1930s. Various theories have viewed that the murdered highwayman whose crime was not solved is angry and comes back to kill the passengers, as a lot of people have seemed to go missing or been killed on this road since these happenings, which happened in the 1920s and the 1930s like I previously mentioned, and also it's a very common occurrence for people to die or have something happen to them crossing the road on a dark night. So it's your typical horror movie kind of scene, and you can definitely count your lucky stars that I'll never be going to New Jersey, and if I do, I won't be crossing this road. Number 1. Gettysburg Battlefield. The Gettysburg Battlefield is considered to be a site of Civil War's battle. Here a lot of soldiers and warriors were killed. According to an estimate, more than 50,000 soldiers lost their lives during different wars in this battlefield. Devil's Den is situated close to this battlefield where the dead bodies of those soldiers were buried. It is said that their souls still come to this battlefield and cry at what happened in the history. This area has been restricted because it encounters a ghostly history and is not fit for the tourists. However, on YouTube you can find many ghost sightings and many tours of this place. However, it's never going to be an in-situ feel of you actually going there and experiencing a ghostly presence, as you cannot go there like I've just mentioned, as it's just not fit for the public. And I'm guessing a lot of people, or most people, 90% of people who've gone there have had to complain about a paranormal activity occurrence in order for this to be a situated thing there of not being allowed onto the battlefield. So that concludes today's top 5 of the top 5 scariest places in the world. If you enjoyed today's video or want to leave any feedback upon it, a like rating is always appreciated down below, as well as a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you enjoyed, or if you enjoyed this type of new video on the channel, and if you want to see more random top 5s to do with anything that I find interesting or you might find interesting on the internet, you can always feel free to let me know by leaving feedback in the comment section of what you want me to cover next, maybe in a top 5 format, a top 10, or just general trends on the internet that you may want me to cover in a video just based off of one subject. So thank you all for watching again. I love all your faces as usual. Peace out.